What's going on? This is TJ Pompeo. You're watching Mwendo Radio Backstage. Keep it locked.
Everybody lends an ear. I wanna thank you in advance for letting us make it clear to y'all on the Mwendo Radio Show.
Of course, man, DJ Mwendo. We're here with TJ Pompeo.
Brother.
Brother,
Good to see you.
this is nice, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
It's looking nice, man.
Yeah, got this in the UK.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
all right, okay. So you got that international.
Yeah.
How has this mixed bag situation just been for you in general, man? Like,
It's been good.
I follow you on Facebook,
Yeah.
and you and Instagram. I'm always seeing the pictures. You know what I'm saying? You getting to work with a lot of people you looked up to.
Yeah.
Man. It just seems like you're just in your element, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's been really cool. It's been different. There's definitely challenges that come along with the awesome parts of it. But the challenges for me in general would just be because I was always an independent artist, kind of relieving duties to somebody and kind of trusting them with something that you've always taken care of yourself.
Yeah.
That's a big challenge for me because I've always done stuff myself. But it is good because I'm very confident in their abilities because they know the industry inside and out. The guys on the team, Truth is Truth. He knows the industry like the back of his hand. The other guys, like the business partners, they've worked the Christian side as well as the other side, so they know both spectrums. And so when you're trying to kind of get pull in both of those spectrums, you can trust them to do that because they know how to work them really efficiently, which is good. So that's been cool.
When me and him sat down and he was talking about just this whole vision for Mixed Bag, I was encouraged because I feel like a lot of times, like people such as yourself, people such as Craige, like they get into these situations and the label doesn't really let them be them. And it just really seems like, it's like, I want this TJ right here.
Oh, yeah, so that's exactly what I tell people actually. Like that's the one thing I love about my label is that I get to be exactly who I am as an artist. Like the rapper, the singer, the producer, whatever, all the gifts that God has given me, I get to use all of them freely. Of course they get the final say in what gets pushed out, but for overall they trust me. They trust my artistry, which is awesome.
What do you like more? Production, singing?
Oh my gosh,
rapping?
yeah. I have my seasons, man, honestly. Like, I'll have my seasons where I'm really on a singing kick, or I'm on a rapping kick, or I'm in a producer mode where I'm just making beats all the time.
Sure.
I'm always mixing and editing. I'm working with a lot of different artists. I'm mixing and editing for a lot of different people in our market, and which is cool. It's really cool to get to work with them. But as far as my own artistry, right now I'm definitely on a singing kick.
You're on a singing kick?
Absolutely. I'm not going to deny that. I got a little spots for hip-hop here and there, but the past 3 or 4 songs that I've made for my debut album, definitely a lot of singing, which is cool, the way I really present it, it's not going to be a hip-hop album. I don't want it to be a hip-hop album. It's going to be hip-hop on it, but I don't want it to be a hip-hop album.
Sure.
It's going to be very, very eclectic. It's going to be neo-soul, R&B, pop, hip-hop, piano ballads. It's going to be a whole bunch of stuff on there. And sonically, what I'm really going for is a Justin Timberlake kind of sound, singing-wise, with obviously the hip-hop in there as well.
Wow.
So Timberland kind of production with his Justin singing style, and then throw the rap in there as well.
Bro, you got a vision for it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I've been hearing this for the past couple of years. Like, this is exactly what I want. This is what I want. And I really want to just blow people away.
So, how when you're going through this process of creating this project, are you finding yourself writing your songs first, or is the production driving the writing? Or is it a little bit of both?
A little bit of both. I usually get a concept first in my head, like either like a song title, I like play on words, stuff like that, those kind of song titles. But sometimes I get a concept and then I'll kind of make a beat around that. Or if I can't make the beat myself, I'll go shop around and talk to some other producer friends. And then there's other times where I get the beat first and then I write a song to it. It really just depends, honestly. Lately it's been concept first and then the beat.
Then the beat.
I've been making a lot of my own beats.
So
lately.
concept, beat, then lyrics?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you're probably more of a producer at heart then.
Yeah,
That's what that sounds like.
I do like producing, yeah. I like producing. Anything that has to do with like mixing, producing, creating, editing, stuff like that. I love that. It's my
favorite artist to work with production wise?
You mean like that I produced for?
That you produced for?
Ooh. I would have to say probably Cannon.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, he's like one of my best friends, but like he's very he trusts me a lot, which is really cool. Like there's certain artists that trust me to a degree when they give me their stuff to mix and edit that for them.
How hard is that to mix a song that you're on, but it's for somebody else's album?
It's different. I mean, I actually like it that way. When I do features, sometimes when I do features for people, I'll just be like, let me mix this song for free because I don't trust anyone else with my vocals. I don't want anyone else touching my vocals, so I'll mix it for them for free because I don't care at that point. But
like everybody about to start hitting you up for free. Oh, mix the song for free.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely Canon. And then Swoop hit me up recently to start working with them on the mixing and editing, which is really cool. So I'm looking forward to that for sure.
That's dope.
Working with Collision.
How challenging is it, like working with Truth, man? Because I know he's a perfectionist, man.
Oh, dude, I was telling somebody
like
earlier.
the times I've DJ'd for him, man. The first time I DJ'd for him, I was like, yo, don't bring this song in late, early. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah.
He's a perfectionist.
Well,
man.
like with working with the Heartbeat album and mixing and editing that whole thing.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody earlier, like most artists that I work with when I mix and edit, it usually takes 3 or 4 versions of the song before we get like a concrete product that they're satisfied with 100%. For him, it's about 9 or 10 versions of each song before he was 100% content. And I'm a perfectionist as well, so I could understand it, but at the same time, by the 15th song, you're like done. You're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to deal with this album anymore. But you know, and when I mixed the final track for him, he called me. He's like, "So how did you feel like this whole process went?" I'm like, "I definitely learned a lot, you know, just from you and working with you on this because even though you're meticulous, it helps me understand like this is why he's a Grammy-nominated artist because he pays attention to the things that most artists don't pay attention to, and so it really taught me how to pay attention to those things in my own music. So definitely benefited a lot from that for sure.
I think even too, man, with him, like his he understands melody. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember I first really
he's R&B at heart. He don't want to admit
that's what I'm
saying.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah. He's a singer.
I first peeped that when I first learned he wrote Joyful Noise. Like back when it came out.
I didn't know that either.
I was like
recently.
Oh, to the lawsuit, right?
Yeah, to the lawsuit.
Nah, we Flame had told me that when it first came out that Truth he had the song and I think they actually wrote it at Manny's house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just his just melody, man. Like so even for you, bro, like did you even pick up on some of that, like his?
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Just his songwriting methods in general, because I knew like some of the hooks that Isaac Caree sang a hook and Alexis Spite sang a hook, Chris August. Like I knew that all these people were singing hooks, but I knew that not all of them wrote the hooks.
Right.
Truth had his hand in a lot of that, which was cool because a lot of those hooks were top notch. Really, spot on. So for sure.
So you got a name for this debut album, bro?
I do. Yeah.
You got to give it to me, man.
I think I've been wrestling with some titles, but I think I'm stuck on the one Undefined.
Undefined.
Yeah, Undefined.
That really sounds like.
Exactly. So just that's the sound.
That sounds very mixed baggish.
Absolutely, man. It's honestly been a kick that a lot of artists are on. You can't put me in a box. So I'm trying to figure out how to approach it so that it's not redundant what everybody else is doing. Don't put me in a box, blah blah. And so I'm trying to.
Sound like the song you did with Cannon, bro.
Right. So I'm trying to figure out how to kind of stay with that, but not stay with that. If that makes sense.
Say it differently.
Approach it differently. And so I think a big part of that is just going to be how I really do sonically, because you can say it, but if you're not really actually doing it artistically, then it's not really coming across. So
that's good, man.
That's good. I'm looking forward to it.
TJ, man.
Wait up.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. It's been a pleasure. Appreciate it.
That's what it is, bro.